January of '09, you had a president with 60 votes in the Senate, then Speaker Pelosi with a 50-plus seat majority, and cap and trade was at the top of their agenda. And in the end, they were beaten.
You've said if we win the science argument, I think it's game, set, and match. Why do you want to win the science argument?
If the science argument is won, I do think it would pull out the final underpinning of this legislative effort and this regulatory effort the left is undertaking.
Diminish the credibility of the scientific consensus, and action on climate change grinds to a halt. At a conference in Long Island, we witnessed how these skeptics build their message of doubt. We once again saw Fred Singer.
This is a conference mainly for medical doctors.
Delivering his message to a group of physicians who seemed eager to hear it.
Tell me that there hasn't been any perceptible trend. You essentially get no warming trend. In the last 10 years, there hasn't been a warming. We don't know why that is, but one doesn't see any warming in the observations. There's no trend.
No warming in the last 10 years? No long-term trend? Climate scientists would say that's playing games with the data.
You can, if you want, very carefully select the endpoints of your time series, the starting month and the ending month. And you can come up with something that shows no warming.
In a sense, what Dessler is saying is that you can do this at home. On a complex chart, depending on the beginning points X and ending points Y, you can select a trend line that does indeed show temperature going down.
Could I pick 10 years of world history and show a climate cooling?
Oh, you could totally do that. In fact, you could take the entire climate history that we have in the instrumental record and you could find cooling trends every 10 years.
Cooling trends between 1958 and 1969. 1969 and 1978, 1978 and 1987, and so on. Scientists have a name for this. They call it going down the up escalator.
You pick the endpoints, and you could find any particular year as part of a cooling year. But actually, the whole thing has been moving up.
If you look at all of the data, it's quite clear that the warming is continuing.
So the 2000s was the warmest decade on record. The 1990s was the warmest decade before that, the 1980s before that, and most of us in the field of climate science expect, but we can't be sure, we expect that the 2010s will be warmer than the 2000s.